Hello guys, welcome to Cognitive Hub VBA tutorials. In today's video, I am going to discuss about the array initialization and assigning a values to array indices in a VBA. Now without wasting any time, let's dive into the topic. And these are the main contents that I am going to discuss in today's video, and with the help of a spreadsheet example like writing the macro code in the VBA editor. And for now, initially I am going to discuss about the different types of assigning a different types of initializing an array in VBA, as well as how to assign a values to a particular array indices, and what are the type of data type, what are the type of the values that array indices will store. Like one type of array will store, suppose whether is there any possibility to store different types of data types in a single array or not. And finally the last statement, I think every programmer is well known about it. Array indices cannot be negative, and the same rule is also there in the VBA tutorial as well. But the first part is array initialization. There are mainly three types of array initialization is there. The first one is without specifying any size itself. The first is dim space array 1 followed by the parentheses. Normally what happens, normally the syntaxes of variable declaration is dim space variable name space as space followed by variable type, right? So here by default, if the variable name followed by a parenthesis, it is taken as a array in VBA, so no need of declaring any type here for an array. So this is one type of declaration. Here automatically the size will be declared at the time of assigning a values in the code, in the VBA code, so no need of specifying any size here. And second one is DBA array 2 of 4. Here what happens is by whenever we are initializing a value, we are also giving the size within the brackets. It's a parameter there, size. And one more important thing is, normally in these programming languages like C or Python, whatever it is, if the array value starting from 0, the value, if array size is array of 5, the maximum value it can store up to 5 values, but it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it. But here what happens is, if the array is declaring at a size with 4, then it won't stop till 3. Starting from 0, it won't stop at 3, it will go upon, it will also store the value of 4 also. So that is the beauty of array indices. It will store one more element. So if the size is n, then it will store up to n plus 1 values. And another type of the initializing array is dim space array, the array name itself, and no need of specifying anything. If you press enter, you can initialize the complete array values here using the array keyword. Array of what are the string data types or different types of integer. You can also mention here, I mentioned all the three keywords here, all the three strings for that particular array with the size of 2. If you want to if you want to initialize the array 3 with all data types like string, integer, decimal, whatever it may be, you can also do it in a single array also. That is the beauty of VBA tutorial. And these are all the three types of array initialization. And how to assign a value to a array is nothing but just like accessing a value in these other programming languages in array. Like if you want to access the array index of 0, then you can write it as like array of 0 or array of 1. So, if you want to assign a particular value to that particular index, then you can mention it as, if you want to suppose add a integer to a array value of index value of 0, then you can mention it as array of 0 equals to integer value. So that is all about the assigning a values. Like that, if you want to assign a string also, you can do it like equal to some string value. I will show it to you in a couple of minutes with the help of example. And it can store any type of data, as I already mentioned about it. You can store integer, string, decimal, and array also in a single array. No need of just like in other programming languages, it can store only one type of data type in one array. But in the case of VBA, you can store any type of data type in one single array. So that is the main difference between the VBA arrays and other arrays, other programming languages arrays. And I already said about array index cannot be negative here, but it can store up to n+1 values if you declare the size as n. So let's go to spreadsheet and write some macro code for this. Hi guys, let's see how all the array declarations and assigning a values will work in macro code. And I already inserted the command button here, and I will click here because no action is there already. I am going to macro editor, so I am going to edit this array demo, and once I wrote this macro code, I am going to assign that macro code I am going to assign that macro to that command button existed. First of all, I am going to I am declaring an array 1 with a size of 5, and first of all I would like to know whether this is working or not, and I am going to assign this all the 5 values there. I am going to assign array 1 of 0 as name as cognitive hub. Here the first one is a string here. If the syntax is not wrong, then it will show some colors. If it is wrong, then it will throw us some compilation error. And the array 1 is also a string I am giving, like what I should do, VBA arrays. And in the array 2 I am going to in the array 1 of 2 I am giving it as a integer like 23. The array 1 of 3 is equals to, I am giving a decimal number, I am giving a double value. And array 1 of 4 I am giving it as a date. I already told you that if you want to assign a date to a particular variable or something like that, then you need to mention it within the hash values. So I am giving date as 2020. And I already said that it will accept one more value of array from 0 to 5. Now again I am declaring some number 23, which is a number, but I am declaring it as a string. Now what I am going to do is I am going to print it for I is equals to 0 to, like end is the value of 5. Step 1, I am printing each one. Array value is array of I, and at last I am printing next here. I am saving it and going to spreadsheet. I am going to assign here the macro. Okay, now I am just clicking here to execute it. Oh, it is showing some error there at line number 13. Sorry, here the array name is array 1. That is the error that we have. I am going to spreadsheet again. I am clicking now. It is showing that array value is cognitive hub. Next one is VBA array. Next one is 23, 23.43, and the final one is 23 again string. So this is how the execution is there for if you declare it with the help of size. Now I am going to do is I am removing this code and I want to declare it with array 2, and array 2 equals to array of what are the types that you want. Suppose here hello, as we already mentioned about it, VBA world, like that. Now what I want to do is I want to print it again. I equals to 0 to what is the end value is length of this total string, that is 2, step 1. Here observe that I am declaring it here. I am assigning total 3 string values to array 2, but I kept here that end value as 2 because it will take values from 0, 1 and 2. So that is the reason why I kept here 2. Let's check whether all the 3 strings are there will come in the output or not. Array 2 value is array 2 of 5. Sorry, I also writing the next step. I am saving it and going to Excel, and I am just running it. So it came hello VBA and then world. So this is all about how it works and all. So I think you got some idea about the arrays. Hope this helps you. And if you want to practice more about these things, then you can also try some examples from the internet. And that's all for this video, guys. If you want to know more about the arrays and how to work with the Excel worksheet objects and Excel objects, then you can go through the other lectures in my video session. And please do subscribe and press the bell icon for notifications on new technical videos. Until then, keep calm and continue learning. Thank you, guys.